Hi everyone, I'm Teresa.
I'm David.
We're just coming out of Bees Lewis Flat Dispersed Camping Area where we're camping near Torrey, Utah. We are heading into Capital Reef right now. We're starting our video. We're going to show you anything in between here and there. It is about 7 miles from where we're camping. We're super excited. When we left home, the Scenic Drive was closed and we just checked, and now the Scenic Drive is open through Capital Gorge, and I cannot wait. That is going to be the favorite part of that national park. Yep. I know it. We have traveled from Escalante up Scenic Highway 12 to Torrey. We are camping right here at Bees Lewis Flat Dispersed, and Capital Reef National Park is right here. Check out this view. Capital Reef began as a national monument in 1937, originally called Wayne's Wonderland. It has 240,000 total acres. In 1971, Capital Reef National Park became law. It is named after a geological feature called a water pocket fold. It's a geologic monocline, or a wrinkle on the earth for 100 miles. The Nature Center in the Fruta area of Capital Reef National Park is surrounded by 100 acres of 2,600 different orchard trees: apple, peach, apricot, almond, pear, grape, plum, quince, and walnut trees. Okay, here is the Gford House. That is a museum and a store, and I hear that during the season they sell awesome pies. That's what I hear. That's what I hear. And here's this historic barn. All right, next up we're going to drive through the campground here at Capital Reef National Park. Cohab Canyon Trail, Overlook Trail. I guess you just start hiking up in there and away you go. Wow. All right, here we go. Little bit run through for the campground. I heard it's $25. So it would be half of that.
$12.50.
$12.50. Reservations are required. There are some people in here. Blacktop sites.
Looks like they're just working on some old grave for administration.
The first 3 are for administration. Here's site number 5.
All of them. First, I guess all of them on that side was for administration. Those 4 sites.
This would be a cute little campground to stay at. It's cute. Here's number 10. Fire pit, fire ring. Sorry, picnic table and fire ring. Does not look... Yeah, some of them do have electricity. Well, no. Well, 14 does.
Whatever's on that side's got electricity for the campground host. So that whole little this whole little circle has got electricity.
18, it's right there. All right, I'll show you the dump. They have horses, and the campground is right by the museum and by the barn, and look at the view.
That's that coal bed trail that goes up to the frying pan trail.
If you hear heavy breathing, that's the dog. Here is the dump station, and they have trash,
water.
They have
dumpsters,
a vault toilet.
I imagine those bathhouses are closed right now. Well, the guys there working.
19. This is really nice blacktop back-in sites. 22 to my left. 23 to my right.
Wide enough for the camper and your vehicle.
Yeah, it's a double wide spot. Like, it's big. Looks like they got all the water turned off at the bathroom. Yep. Fremont River Trail. Hey, I've seen that. That was at Zion National Park.
Yep. Somebody rented that.
All right. I'm not going through every loop. They have 4 loops. I'm ready to get out there on the scenic trail. Okay, here's a little kiosk showing how wagons, horse and wagons, and cars. All right, well, the scenic drive so far is pretty amazing. Just look at those little hoodoos sticking up there. We have turned off of the scenic route and we are going down the gravel road toward Grand Wash. There are many signs that say do not attempt this if it has been raining, because there are many washes, and if you drive down here, you may be swept away in a wash. There are 2 hikes in this area, Grand Wash and Cassidy Arch. This right here is called Echo Cliff. Cassidy Arch is a 3.1 mile out and back trail in Capital Reef, or you can view it from the Grand Wash Road. We are now back onto the 8-mile scenic drive. Annually, Capital Reef has about 1.4 million visitors. There is no time to entry or reservation needed. You do need a American Beautiful pass or a senior pass, or pay the $35 daily fee. I know that I just keep videoing and the pictures aren't going to do it justice, but I just can't stop myself. Like, I just we can't believe everything that we're seeing. Keep driving on Capital Gorge, which we are going to do. This is what I am looking forward to more than anything. Capital Gorge begins where the 8-mile scenic drive ends. This is also where the pavement ends. From this point on, it is a 2.5 mile of dirt road curving into the canyons, going deeper into the canyon on a sandy, rocky wash. The drive through the gorge is suitable for cars as long as the conditions are dry. If it is wet or raining, the Park Service normally will shut the gate to this gorge. We are still moving on Capital Gorge. It just never ends. The beauty just never ends. Check out over here on this side. Huge rocks that have fallen down right in front of us. All right, here we are. We are at the end. We are going to go ahead and park, get the dog out, see if he can go on this little bit of a trail or not. We'll have to see. The gorge. What do you think? And the scenic drive.
Crazy. It's
unbelievable. I'm going to leave Dave and the dog here. Look at this. It is a perfect day. I'm going to walk just a little bit because I think there's a spot in between those two where cars used to drive through. So I'm going to go walk for a little bit and see. Dave's going to give the dog a little bit of exercise himself. All right, I'm heading on this trail. I'm going to see what's in between those 2 rocks. Then I'll be back. Well, I didn't make it very far, and I'm already off on this little spur. Just looking at this. A little bit rocky and a little bit sandy. I'm going in. Okay, it's right there. Cars used to drive right through there. All right, as always, I'm going back to the Jeep. because David is in the Jeep with the dog. The Golden Throne. All right, now I'm putting this phone down. I'm not videoing or picturing anything else on the Scenic Drive other than that old stagecoach trail. I'm going to enjoy every second of this. All right, I lied. I can't help it. Check out the pinks. We're right here at the end. The sun is different now.
Yep.
All right, I'm back up here at the old wagon trail. You can see it goes right down there, up through here, and then right. Isn't that amazing? Dave, I just had to stop and do this. Like, I know that this video does not do it justice, but we got the chocolate, the white, the green, the chocolate, the white, and the pink. It's amazing here. You can often find deer grazing and eating at the picnic area near the orchards. And also, in case you're wondering, pies are sold at the Gford Homestead House when the orchards are in season. Okay, we're turning in to the Petetroglyphs.
Bhinnan Cabin or something like that, it said.
All right, they have information about signs of a thriving people. Many petroglyphs can be seen at the base of the high cliff ahead of you. Already seen it. The Hopi tribe, Pueblo of Zuni, and Paiute tribe made this red rock oasis its home.
For the Mormon pioneer or any tribal memory, other Native American peoples came to know the canyons and cliffs of the water pocket fold. We call them the Fremont Culture because we don't know what they call themselves. Unlike my own ancestors.
All right, pulling in to the Fruta Schoolhouse. All right, here we are at the Fruta Schoolhouse. Built in 1896, this one-room schoolhouse was Fruta's only public structure. Besides being their only school, it served as a church, meeting house. Since Fruta's Mormon settlers never had their own church building, the building was also functioned as the community center. The students' desks were not attached so that they could be moved out of the way for dances. Last school was here in 1941. Here's a better look. They said that school was only after the farming needs were met, normally between November and April. And this is the view that they had. Amazing. All right, just up the road from Grand Wash is the Bhinnan Cabin. The modest home before you stands as a reminder of the hardship of the early settlers. The desire to exercise religious freedom and create new self-sufficient communities ultimately led to Mormon settlers to this remote part of Utah. One-room cabin was built in 1882 by Elijah Cutler Bhinnan and his family. They were some of the earliest pioneers here. But because of the harsh environment and the near to the Fremont River, which is right over there, kept flooding, torrential floods, flooded their crops, covered wagon roads, and within a year of building this cabin, the Bhinnan family moved away and moved up to Fruta and was one of the first families there. Here he is with 11 of his 13 children. We are going to do the Gooseneck Drive. It's a mile down. We have no idea what's down here. We figured out if we can do the Moki Dug way, we can do the Gooseneck and Capital Reef. So we'll see what we got here. All right, well, at the end of this is Goose Next Point. So we're going to get out of here and we are going to see what's up here. Just pick a rock and just head that way. There's some people way over there. We're going this way. All right, we're going down to the rail. See what the kiosk says.
Showing the pictures difference of the formations of the Minocope, Kaib limestone, white rim sandstone, and showing a picture of Grand Canyon over here versus Capital Reef here.
Okay, see
this
the difference?
This is 800 feet straight down.
Let's go ahead and put an end to this video, Dave. Capital Reef National Park. While we were driving down here, I told Dave that this is the park that I was least looking forward to. I thought that we would be here maybe a half an hour, get our stamp, get our medallion, get our sticker, take some pictures, a little bit of video. We've been here for over 4 or 5 hours, at least. Now, in my defense, I didn't think that the Scenic Drive was open. Yeah. Scenic Drive is open.
Yeah, Scenic Drive was
and
open.
that's what the majority of this video is. Just how amazing that Scenic Drive is. Your Capital Gorge, just driving through the canyons.
15 mile an hour, 20, depending where what stretches you're on.
The orchards, there's orchards everywhere down there.
And orchards on 24 too.
With what I just told you all might think it's surprising, but I just told David as we were driving up here that I think I would like to come back here when the orchards are in season.
Yep.
Because I think that would be amazing. All the different things Dave listed that they grow in the...
Yeah, all those different
and you
trees.
can just go in there and grab one, eat it. Okay, amazing landforms, geological reasons why rocks are brown, green, white, pink.
Gray color.
Upheaval, slanty stuff.
Upshifts, slants.
All of it. All right, well, we are going to go ahead and put a wrap on this. What do you think, Dave?
That's it, as far as I can think of right now. There's just too much to see and too much to talk about.
Put Capital Reef National Park on your list. It is worth the trip. It is amazing. The whole state of Utah has been amazing.
Yep.
Like we heard, 80% of Utah is public land. 20% is not. So if you want free camping, we paid $7.50 so far for camping at Lone Rock.
Yep.
All right, Dave, anything else?
Nothing I can think of.
All right, America's beautiful. Get out and see it.
Like, subscribe if you want to.
We'll see you on the road.